Hello, everyone. Divine Feminine Empress 444 here to do a collective read. Decks have already been shuffled. Before I get started, first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody for being very patient. These last couple days, I have not been able to get on and do um, readings every day. And if I want to just be forward and honest, I've been having some health issues. And anybody that's been watching my videos for quite some time now knows that I've been having some health battles. With that being said, um, yeah, so I haven't been able to post lately because, again, I was experiencing some health issues. But today, when I was downstairs in my house cleaning or whatever, I ran across um I don't know if it was like a reel or something of that sort on YouTube, and it showed like a mini snippet of Tyrese Gibson, right? I don't even know if it's okay for me to talk about this or not, but I'm bringing this up for a reason. I would like for y'all to um to watch this interview that I watched. So it was an interview from the Breakfast Club Power 101, 105.1 FM with Tyrese Gibson. It's the one where he's in like I want to say either like a tan suit or it's white, something like that. To everybody else's eyes, it'll be different. But on the caption of it, it says Tyrese clears the air with DJ Envy, talks about his new um, film, Beautiful Pain, or his new song, and then his new film that he did in 1992. And it goes on to talk about like his experiences with his ex-wife, um, and just a lot of other things. Kudos to this man, okay? I am 45 years old, so I don't know how old y'all are or, what kind of music you've always been into. But if you don't know who Tyrese Gibson is, right, uh, he started out with like, well, I don't know if this is even when he started out, but I know this is the first time I ever watched him. He did the Coca-Cola commercial where he was singing on the train, um, on the bus, whatever it was. I can't remember. It's been so long. Um, but man, of course he was on this interview to promote all his new stuff coming out, right? But man, the interview was beautiful because one, he talked about, of course, his new endeavors, right? But he was also being vulnerable. This man cried on this interview, and you got to see it and understand it from once you watch it. So that's why I'm saying for you guys to watch this video. And it's not just because, okay, the reason why I'm bringing this up, I'm very proud of this man for being a man and being very vulnerable, right? Because a lot of people mock people for being vulnerable, especially people in the spotlight. And I think it's beautiful, one, that he's expressing himself and just being him, right? And being comfortable with being him and allowing people to see the pain, right? Um, and then also just the fact of how he praises God at the end is just beautiful, honestly. Um, so anybody who's ever experienced, uh, a divorce or a breakup or, something, a loss of a mother, you could have went through multiple things, right? Being able to be vulnerable in those times when you're going through things, right? To me says a lot about somebody's character. So kudos to Tyrese for that. But anyway, so I'll get off that topic. But I really would like for y'all to go watch the interview, like I said, it's The Breakfast Club, Power 105.1 FM, Tyrese Gibson. Um, and again, it's him, excuse me, promoting his new film, 1992, and his new album, Beautiful Pain. Man, again, like I said, he was just being very vulnerable, and I really appreciated that. With that being said, let's start to read. And something led me to watch that, and I know I needed it. So there might be a few of you that need to see it, male or female. Again, Tyrese Gibson is a male, so for you men out there, that, you know, a lot of men are not, a lot of men don't feel comfortable feeling vulnerable, especially in the spotlight, because a lot of people judge or mock you, right? And even in the interview, what I thought was so beautiful with Tyrese, Charlemagne can be quite the I'll just say he can be quite arrogant at times, right? And judgmental of people. And you can kind of see it. And no matter what, Tyrese stood firm in being okay with who he is and what he's experienced and what he's going through. So I thought that was so beautiful. Kudos to Tyrese for that. Anyway, so I'm seeing marry me, support. I don't trust him or her when you're not around. And my body, my rules, my decisions. Give me something more for the collective. Okay. We have 8 of Cups in the upright. We have the Magician in the upright. We have the 9 of Swords in the upright. We have the Strength card in the upright. Six of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Two of Swords in the upright. And the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, collective, I feel like whoever you are that I'm reading for, right? I feel like you've experienced a lot of like fake support. People that you've been with really only being there for like the good times. The how do I want to say? More or less just the good times, the fun times, when things are looking good, right? And this could have been a marriage, or this could have been something that you looked at like a marriage, okay? Or looked at somebody like they were somebody that you could see marriage with, okay? And I feel like a lot of the times you gave up who you were as a person, is what I'm called to say. You gave up your own beliefs. You gave up your own, how do I want to say, your own morals, okay? To succumb to what other people want and desire, is what I'm called to say. Whoever this is for and whoever this resonates for will get it. Okay? And what I'm seeing here is, it's like So I'm going to give you an example how it's playing out to me. You would be somebody who was very giving, loyal, trusting, a little too trusting possibly. You always like to support people. So you thought by you supporting others that they had your same best interest at hand. But really what it all boiled down to was you were the fun time, the new time, the sometime. You know what I mean? And whoever this was in your life, or this could be, again, multiple relationships the same way. These people weren't trusting. And I feel like a lot of the times you could have even possibly like went against your own like bodily judgments. So this could have been somebody like, if you believe in a monogamous relationship, this person could have talked you into like third party situations. Or if you are just the type of person that, again, you believe in monogamous relationships, but this person was the cheating type. So you, possibly could have fell into the pattern of like thinking all men or women are that way. And then just, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, not staying firm in your own beliefs. Like, instead of just leaving that person and saying, okay, well, then this person isn't the one for me, you possibly, like, going against the same kind of things that you believe in, and then kind of succumbing to what they were, right? I hope you understand what I'm saying. So anyway, I feel like at some point you decided to walk away, right? You decided to move on here. Plans changed. You decided to go into like a self-discovery, right? Looking deeper into why things happened the way they did for you. Finding that introspection, right? Like, why am I experiencing all these disappointments? Why do I feel like I have to escape from my own self, is what I'm hearing. The number 1 could be significant. Also the number 8 for you. But yeah. So I feel like in that time of you walking away from, this could have been people, places, and things. A big shakeup could have happened in your life, right? And I feel like what I'm seeing here with this magician is that you started to work on something. And this could have just been working within yourself, on you and who you truly are. Also, like manifesting new wants and desires, right? And then this also, for some of you, could be that you actually started something new, right? A new endeavor, something that you felt called to do, okay? And I feel like this came after this 9 of Swords here. I feel like you possibly could have went through a lot of fear, anxiety, stress, a lot of guilt, some remorse. This looks like, when I say with the 9 of Swords, so to me, I'm seeing somebody really doing some introspection, right? And saying, okay, well, these people did this to me, right? That's how the steps go. First is like, well, why did all these people do all this crazy bad stuff to me? And then after a while, you start thinking, okay, why did I put up with that? What made me change who I was to appease others, to carry other people's burdens, on top of my own is what I'm hearing. Then with this strength card, I feel like you found a newfound confidence. And I feel like I'm called to read the side of the card here. It says, strength begins with the choice to be kind to myself. And I think that's what it was. I feel like outwardly you looked for other people to support you, right? To want to clap for you, because you always did that for others. Okay? But now you're learning that how could these people clap for you? You were so busy mistreating yourself without even knowing it. You were so busy helping others and putting yourself last. That's what you were showing others to do to you, because you were already doing that to yourself. Thank you, Spirit. So it was like overcoming your own self-doubt, taking on pride in yourself, learning to love yourself all over again, or maybe even for the first time. But yeah, which is beautiful. So then we have the Six of Wands here in reverse. You could have went through a period of time where you felt like you were just like losing everything, feeling like you were at a disadvantage. Things like always feeling like you were playing second fiddle to everything. So like this would be in your dating world. It would have been people always putting you in third party situations. In your friendships, it would be like you reaching out to people, extending a helping hand. And then when you needed things, people not being there for you. This could also have to do with family. You know, you always being the person to kind of be the peacemaker, kind of, you know, get the family together, those kinds of things. But when you needed family, they weren't there, right? So with this Eight of Wands in reverse, I feel like you were like losing momentum. Everything felt out of control, okay? Like as if you gave people the okay to create your world for you, okay? So then you had to take that back. And man, is that shit fucking scary, okay? And I know because I've been here, okay? You think that it's like, oh, well, I know I had control over myself. It's me, right? I control my own self. No, you gave other people power, right? And not even knowing you were doing that at the time. But now, because you did this introspection and this deep soul searching and you spent time alone, I would definitely not be surprised if the Hermit card comes out. But with the way these cards are set up, that's what it's showing me. It's like finally understanding that you needed to love yourself. Yes, you could try to give love to others, but you were giving it to the wrong people. Okay? So then we have the Two of Swords in the upright and the Nine of Cups in reverse. I feel like you were sitting at a crossroads for a little while. And when I say a little while to me or you could be different, but with the way I'm seeing it, this could be anywhere from like months to years. Okay? Sitting excuse me, they don't want me to get this out. It's like being torn between two versions of yourself is what I'm seeing here. It's like, do I stay around the same type of people, right? Because even though I know I'm a good person, because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're a good person, right? So these things that these people were doing to you, you would never do to these people. But it's that mindset that they want you to stay in. Like, do I stay and be comfortable in the pain? Or do I move forward and try something new with faith? Even though I don't know what it's going to look like, right? New friends, new hobbies, a new address, a new job, a new way of thinking, period. It's scary, right? When we grow, when we move forward, because you don't know if it's the right choice, but you just know you're unhappy where you were at and you've had enough. I mean, you were at the Nine of Swords. These people had you in so much negativity, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you can't cope. This looks like the type of situation that, like, legit, I'm just going to call it what I see it, like hospitalizations, severe depression, having to be put on medications and things like that. Excuse me, they don't want me to get this out. That's what this looked like. But I see with this Nine of Cups, it's like you knew how unhappy you were. You were miserable. Everything just seemed like one big fucking nightmare. Okay? Give me something more. Yeah. Three of Swords. Pain. And I'm talking about pain. Pain that sometimes you can't even begin to explain. The amounts of pain that you felt and that people put on you. A lot of betrayal, loneliness, depression, grief. Your health could have went bad. Give me something more. Seven of Wands in the upright. And I think this led you to start standing your ground, right? This would be like people trying to reach back out to you. And when I say, when I see this, excuse me, it would be like past relationships, people showing back up, right? Trying to hold on, trying to, oh, hey, beautiful, you know, or I miss you, or hey, handsome, I haven't heard from you in a long time. It's because these people see you growing, moving forward, right? But it's like you were taking the high road, even though you know these people were doing all these manipulative things towards you and like treating you poorly and just outright being disrespectful towards you. You decided to take the high road, but you were being assertive. It was like you were 10 toes down for yourself at this point. Like, no, I'm not doing this no more. I deserve better. Kudos to you, collective. Give me something more. Nine of Wands in the upright. Yeah. And you could have went through battle after battle after battle, right? And again, if you look at this Nine of Wands card, the person looks beat the fuck up. Okay? And that's because this person's been through a lot, right? And I'm not saying you look like this on the outside, but on the inside, you feel like you look like this because that's the way you feel. Is battered, worn. Yeah. You know, having to learn all these past lessons, gathering your strength, fighting for yourself, finally taking a stand for yourself, pushing all these people out of your life. People, places, and things. We got the Page of Wands in the upright. I feel like this is you, collective. You could have started something new here. You could be in the spotlight, but even if you're not, it's something you're enthusiastic about. You could be a performer, some kind of athlete, a singer. You could be an inspirational speaker, whatever have you. But there's something here that you have found, like a niche for yourself, right? But I feel like in this healing process, you picked up whatever this was, because I feel like in the depths of all this despair, at one point you said, you know what? Not only do I want to heal myself, I want to be able to help others that have felt like this too. Okay? So this is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah. You're pulling yourself back together. A lot of endings. Letting go of these endings is like no longer feeling the need to hold on to all this past pain and trauma, right? And you may be still in that, right? Where yes, you've done a lot of healing, but maybe energetically or like emotionally, you're still kind of tethered to past people, places, and things. And we all know, as we're going through our healing journey, for those of you who are on this level, as soon as you start getting to like a place where you're really comfortable with being alone, that's when people from the past and things from the past will start showing itself back up. And it not always is that specific person, but it'll be that same energy. So it'll be the same kind of, it'll be a different person, but the same personality, to see if you actually learned the lesson. Okay. So this also could be somebody new that comes in, that shakes some things up for you. The number 13 could be significant with the Death card here in the upright. Yeah, I'm willing to let go of the past version of myself. Yeah, no longer accepting what you accepted in the past. Letting go, cleansing, all that hurt, that pain, okay? No longer allowing these people to energetically tie themselves to you. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah. I feel like you let a lot of people go. 1111 could be significant for you. Mm-hmm. I feel like you got out of that narrow-minded mindset of feeling like, you know how like people say, oh, well, that's your blood. You know, blood's thicker than water. No, the hell it ain't. Not in every case. Or, well, you're married, you know, you should try to work things out. No, not every marriage is meant to be worked out. Let's be real. You can give, and give to people in any type of relationship in your life. But if they're not willing to give the same, it's not going to work. Ooh, bottom of the deck, Justice. This is definitely your justice. Being able to move forward. I feel like somebody's going to be coming towards you here with some kind of like truth. And look, the Hermit, like I said. All of this soul searching you've been doing. Knight of Swords in the upright. I feel like this is you. I feel like you are now becoming this strong, assertive person. Okay? You're going after things that you really want. and that you know you deserve. Okay? A lot of big changes, a lot of new opportunities. Thank you, Spirit. There was a horn that beeped. I don't know if you guys heard it or not. Give me one more. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, yes, yes. You could be an earth sign, or maybe you just have it highly aspected in your chart. You've always been the type to nurture, help others. And I feel like you're still that way, but now you're just using it towards people that deserve it, right? And that give back to you in the same respect. Give me something more. Seven of Cups. Yeah, you could be stuck in like some kind of limbo right now, trying to make some kind of decisions. You could be like having some like procrastination because you're not sure exactly which way you want to go here. There's so many different possibilities and opportunities. There's some big decisions here that you are about to make. The Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like you're somebody who definitely... You definitely want to share your knowledge, the things that you've learned. And I feel like this is going to have something to do with some kind of like social groups, either some kind of like social media, or just, you know, maybe just people watching you in general. So this could be like community events, you know, possibly going out to schools and speaking to the youth. This could be so many different things. Take it how it resonates for you. But yeah, I definitely see you as somebody who, for some of you, this could be at a church. It all depends where you're at, like I said. Number 5 could be significant. We got the Devil. Maybe you're meant to speak about some like addictions or maybe mental health issues. Things that you've been through, your ego. For all of you, it's going to be different. Cheating, materialism, drugs, alcoholism, you know, all this kind of stuff, sexuality. It's something here. And I feel like you're going to be able to speak about it because you're no longer being a puppet to anyone, right? Temperance. Yep. Because you're finding a balance. You know to do things in moderation. You're forgiving. And I feel like this possibly could have taken some time, this healing process. We all know no matter what, you continue to heal as life goes. So, yeah, I mean, this could have been a long time coming, constantly going through your emotions. You know, that whole back and forth. One day you feel really good about yourself, and then the next day it's like, ooh, no, I'm really sad about this now, or, you know, whatever. Things come to mind that, you know, maybe that you accepted or put up with. It's definitely a process, right? But it's going to happen in divine timing for you when it's meant to happen. The number 14 could be significant. I'm called to draw some more from the Streets Are Talking here. Oracle deck. Yeah, you could have been somebody who dealt with a lot of narcissism. A lot of betrayal. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm called to end that here. Hopefully this resonated with somebody. Again, don't forget to check out that interview. I'll tell you what, even if you don't watch the whole thing, I call for you to watch the whole thing because it was a really great video. Um, but even if you don't, if you watch it from about the halfway point to the ending, um, I feel like some of you might get a message out of that too. Um, but again, it was from the Breakfast Club, Power 105.1 FM, and it's about Tyrese Gibson. But yeah, hopefully this resonated with somebody. If it did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Also, I'm sorry, feel free to leave a comment if you feel drawn to do so. And then also, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can see future reads. And if you are interested in a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box. And I'll see you next time. Bye.